What's up, y'all? Today I'm teaching you how to make a 5-pound gourmet fruiting block. For this you'll need fine wheat bran, hardwood oak pellets, a 5-gallon bucket, or you could use like a tub of some sort, a pressure cooker, and a stovetop. So to start off, we'll be adding 5 cups of hardwood oak pellets and 1.4 liters of water. And then after that, we're just going to let it sit there for about 30 minutes to absorb all of the moisture. And then once the oak pellets have absorbed the moisture, we'll begin to add our fine wheat bran. Once your water is added, we're going to let it sit there for about 30 minutes to let it absorb. I also like to give it a quick mix to make sure all the oak pellets are submerged in the water. Now that the water has been absorbed, we're going to add 1 cup of fine wheat bran. Now that you have finished mixing, we're going to check to ensure that it has proper moisture content. For this, just grab a handful and squeeze. You don't want a stream of water, you just want drops of water like this. If you have no drops, then it is underhydrated. If it is a stream, then it is overhydrated. Now that you have finished making your substrate, we're going to go ahead and pack our bags. This is a 3T grow bag with a 0.2 micron filter that I got from Mushroom Media online on Etsy. This is also the same store in which I got my oak pellets from. He has grow bags and oak pellets. If you need some, I'll have a link in the description below. But once you're at this stage, all you're going to want to do is pack your bags, and then we'll begin setting our pressure cooker up. Now that your bag is packed, we're just going to go ahead and fold it up. Now that you are ready to sterilize, we're going to begin setting our pressure cooker up. For this, add about 3 quarts of water. And for bag tech, you always want to make sure that the bags are not touching the water. In order to do this, I like to put 2 mason jars on the bottom of the pressure cooker just to make sure that my bag is above the water. You want to make sure that the bag does not touch the water directly. Although I forgot to show it in the video, you want to always make sure to put a ceramic plate on top of your bags. Just in case they open up, you don't want the bags to cover the air vent, causing the pressure cooker to explode. So just make sure to put a ceramic plate on top of your bags when sterilizing. Now just turn your pressure cooker on high heat without the weight for the first 10 minutes. You want to make sure that all the air within the pressure cooker gets exhaled out, and once you put the weight on, it will be so much faster, reaching 15 psi. Now that all the air has vented out, we're going to put our weight on and let the pressure cooker reach 15 psi, where we will hold it for 2.5 hours. Now that it has completely sterilized at 15 psi for 2.5 hours, just turn off the stove and let it depressurize on its own. Do not take off the weight Just let it sit overnight to depressurize and completely cool down before use. Now that your bag has completely cooled down, we'll begin adding our grain spawn into it. First, make sure that you turn off your air vent and turn off your fan for at least an hour to let all the dust in your room settle. Then we'll begin breaking up the grain jar. Now that your grain jar is broken up, all that is left to do is dump it into the bag and shake the bag up. Now that the grain spawn is added, just seal up your bag using a heat sealer and mix everything in there. Now that everything is mixed up, you have a 5-pound fruiting block ready to begin colonizing. As this is oak pellets, the best strains for this type of substrate would be strains that love wood, that love oak. So that would be lion's mane, oysters, pio pino, chestnut. Any strain that likes oak should be able to grow on this substrate. Now for example, this is just some lion's mane that I've grown using this substrate. So again, any oak loving strain should be able to grow on this. Hope you learned something, and I hope you use this information well. Much love to you all.